Not gonna lie, I barely made it out today. I think the sleep debt is starting to catch up to me. I almost didn't make it today, waking up at 5. This was like just a brutal, like waking up, trying to like negotiate with myself while still asleep. Don't negotiate. Like, the seeds of doubt will just keep on growing when you're lying there in your bed and it's so warm and you don't want to get up. So no negotiating. That's definitely key number one. But I was negotiating for like good 10 minutes. But I'm here and I'm late. So I'm gonna get this workout going. Just need to pop this off before it starts to rain. But tips for vlogging in public is basically you get these headphones on, hit record, and then drag the screen down so your notifications are blocking the fact that you're recording. Also having the headphones like super close to your ear will help with that. And again, like, people don't really care. They're just kind of like, what are you doing? Challenge is going fine. Today was not good as far as getting up, as I said. But we'll see how it goes from here. Alright, this is one of those things that if it turns out good, I'll be like, this is amazing, try it. And if it turns out terrible, I might just not even post the video. So, I love pickles. And I also love almond butter. Here's the thing though, like, people think of almond butter and peanut butter as like things you put with sweet things like jelly and stuff. But first of all, you need to try almond butter with pickles. Stop saying yuck, just try it first. Second of all, I'm gonna try, if you've heard of fried pickles, we're gonna try that with almond butter. No idea what's gonna happen. First things first, you gotta slice them pickles. Have a little bite. Make sure you're snacking on the way. You don't want to get hungry. Pan is on. We're ready for action. I tried one. I'm not disappointed. It's got like a nuttier flavor than if I had just eaten it cold. Just dropped it. You know what? Actually, pretty good. Getting real sloppy here. If you are of age and you are looking for a drink that is slow carb compliant, I think this one is similar to the NorCal Margarita recommended by Tim Ferriss. While that has lime juice and tequila maybe, this is a whiskey sour without sugar. Well, without sugar. So it's kind of an acquired taste, but it's like kind of better than drinking it straight if you don't like drinking whiskey neat or bourbon. I don't remember which. Whiskey, obviously it's a whiskey sour. If you don't like drinking it straight, but you also don't want the sugar. So, boom. By the way, here's how to make a Boston sour that has egg white. Boston sour. Ooh, that's tart, but that's good. It is day... I never know. I don't know what day it is. The next challenge I'm gonna start on like probably the 1st of December so that I like always know what day it is. Day 1 will be the 1st and 2nd will be the 2nd, so on. Obvious, super obvious. What day is it? It's... God, then I have to edit out all these like things that I say. Maybe I'll just leave it in. Today is day 12. Nailed it. So we're not even halfway through this challenge. And I think I didn't think about like how 30 days is really short, but it's also kind of long. I think I'm starting to hit like the dip where, like, as I was talking about before, like my excitement has worn off. You know, I went up the hill, like I was like riding up the roller coaster, and then like I was super excited, like screaming, and then it's like I'm kind of like hitting that lull, and it's like happening like subtly where I'm like, ugh, I don't want to make a movie today, like I don't want to record these things. And I made a commitment to record one every day, not because of quality, because there's no way to produce, for me at this point at my level, like with the current resources I have, to produce like super high quality, like polished stuff while working, you know, a full-time job and doing this like part, like when I have a few minutes to record and all the editing, all that stuff. There's no way to do quality. But the reason I did this is partially because of filling the form, or like filling all the boxes. And I don't mean like, oh, checking a box. I mean like there's a concept in, you know, creativity, thought. I don't know, that's not like a field, I just made it up. But I took a seminar, and they talked about, instead of trying to like think up a creative idea and like dream and like get really creative, which is important, but if you're stuck creatively to just take this, if you have a grid of boxes, to fill as many boxes as possible with your ideas. So I'm gonna look up that thing and I'm gonna put it in here. But basically, there's an exercise where you fill in all the boxes with as many different variations of what you're doing as possible. And that kind of like gets the lock jam, like that opens up your mind to creativity rather than trying to enter it from a different direction. So I'm doing the video version of that exercise. So creating one video per day, my goal is that I will have sort of opened up the like lockjam of video for me, because I've been thinking and like planning and plotting all these videos for so long, and like there is no perfect. There never will be. Like even when I'm at the next level of creating videos or like YouTube or whatever it ends up being, like that will have its own version of like, this isn't perfect. It'll just be the next level. So this is my next level. What's your next level? I'd love to know. Nailed it. I keep saying like so far so good, but let's dig into some detail here. So one of the reasons that so far two reasons I've been effective, I think, in following this. I followed it 95% closely. Yesterday I had a little bit of cheese. So whatever, I was out at a restaurant, an Italian restaurant, where I had some cheese. Like there was like nothing to eat there. I'm gonna do a little segment, I think, at some point about how to eat out when you're on doing like this kind of protocol. That's for another day. 2 reasons I've been effective. One is planning, like, and also experience, but planning, like knowing what I'm gonna cook and what I'm gonna eat for each meal. That's so key. Hunger is your greatest enemy when doing this kind of thing. Because if you're hungry, you're just like, forget it. I will eat whatever is in front of me because it doesn't matter anymore. But if I know what I'm eating, meaning if I brought my lunch or I've already planned to walk to the taqueria or whatever, then there's no question in there. There's no like, I need to be creative. I need to like figure out like, should I eat this scone or whatever? Like, should I not? There's no decision. Decision's already been made. So that's one. The second thing is that, like, yes, sure, I started this 30-day challenge 12 days ago. The other thing is that, like, starting this 30-day challenge, you know, I actually started to taper myself off of sugar and things like that maybe like 2-3 weeks before. So I didn't go cold turkey. That's actually a recipe for disaster, honestly. Like, I don't believe in that working. And so you need to lay the foundation first. Laying the foundation is really important. Same thing with getting up early. I didn't go from 7 o'clock to 5 o'clock or 5:30. I started to wake up at 7:15, 7. I did make a pretty big jump between 6:30 and 5, just to, like, you know, get on with it because the challenge started and I was running out of days. But tapering is super important. Laying the foundation, getting it started. So what's, like, you know, what's the thing that you can start with? For me, like, I slowly cut out sugar. Eventually I was still drinking cream and I was like, okay, I want to drink cream during the day after my fast, after I hit 12 o'clock, but before that I want to drink black coffee. So once you have routines, you can start playing with the routines, tweaking little things here, tweaking a thing here, like, you know, twisting some dials. If you have no routine, like, this is kind of stuff, I don't believe it's going to work for you. I mean, because then you're relying on willpower, and you can watch a lot of videos on willpower. It's limited, it's finite. You will run out of willpower at some point. So the goal is not to fight that. The goal is to keep as much willpower, the goal is not to fight willpower. It's to build up as much as possible so that when willpower dips, you've got all these systems in place. So you're not going like this. You're going like this. Like, I've got all the, you know, I've built up all these systems. I've woken up slowly over time, tapered up. Like, I've built up a foundation. So yeah, your willpower runs out. Like, mine's starting to run out, I'm being honest. And I'm going like this, not like this. So what's your foundation? What do you start with? Or what have you already started? That's actually more important. What have you already started? Because thinking that you're starting from zero, it's just not true. I don't care who you are. Well, maybe some people are starting from zero. I don't know who they are. But mostly, generally speaking, if you're watching this video, you're probably not starting from zero. So what's your goal and where are you starting from? What's the foundation you want to lay? I crack myself up. What can I say? I'm out.